See, we're here in the break room where it's always a party, just a lively atmosphere. We got a couple of cyborgs behind us pretending to eat zucchini, and Nate's eating popcorn in the morning, but we have important things to discuss here. That's Matt. He's a real person, sentient human being, and we love him.
Zucchini for breakfast?
Le'Veon Bell. You know, Nate, we've talked about the bowling thing all week. He went bowling the night before he didn't play any game. But then yesterday he told NJ.com he honestly doesn't think he's gotten the ball enough. This is the football. How do you feel about Le'Veon's timing coming during bowling week? He's saying, I also need the ball more. What's your take?
Well, you know, I get it. You want more on your plate, as we have right here.
Yes.
But this kind of reminds me of stuff that goes on in the office all the time.
Go on.
You know our boss, Craig, from corporate out in Jersey.
Big fan of Canadian rock.
Yeah, exactly. So he goes by Craig Germain, but I heard his real name is Craig the Pain Germain.
Really?
And once I asked him, I said, man, I want to do more. You know, I want to do it all. I want to work in front of the camera, outside. I want to do games. I want to do live stream. And now, Craig the Pain Germain has put me in agony because I am working too much. I am fatigued. I'm tired. And what I'm saying is, you ask for the ball, you're going to be tired up against a defense like that. Le'Veon, just be careful asking for more because I did it and my boss, Craig, he put a lot on my plate.
And the best part is I think Craig is a Giants fan, so that is extra perfect. You know, Brandon Marshall, who has also been in the New York market, he tweeted at Le'Veon about the bowling thing. He was just like, look, dude, New York is a different deal. I don't think this was happening in Pittsburgh. Where did you come out? Second layer of the Le'Veon thing. I'm going to hold hands. Weren't you talking about Jesus when you walked in here and footsteps or something like that? What were you saying?
Oh, I was just because, you know, you got to lean on your coworkers. And I said, Kyle, it's just like the Jesus footprints. You're going to have to carry me.
Yes.
Then when you carry me, like
welcome
you're doing
to
right
Good
now.
Morning Football, Nate. What do you need next? Kay to tell you who the number one receiver is for the Cowboys?
Look at us.
Do that too.
Look at us.
Yes,
Right?
look at us. Look at us. Who would have thought? Not me. What else do you want to talk about?
Hey, you know what I want to talk about? So the Chiefs defensive end, Frank Clark, he said this week that he hopes to see the Patriots again in the playoffs and that New England couldn't handle KC was throwing at them. So should Clark be careful what he wishes for?
Maybe. I just love that Nate's wearing a diamond necklace and we're catered by Kirkland brand right here. There's a contrast. Here's the thing with Frank Clark. Frank Clark comes from Seattle.
Yep.
All right?
Yep.
He comes from, they do things a little differently up there. I think he's been there since 2015. So he crossed paths with the guys there who threw their weight around, talking about the LOB, that type of thing. So I don't mind him barking. I don't mind him getting in the face. I wouldn't come off the field after a midseason win and say we want the Patriots again because the Patriots are there every year. But I also just don't mind a little bit of nasty from the KC Chiefs defense. Tyrann Mathieu brings the fun, brings the energy. They need they need a bad mother on that KC defense. I think they found one, don't you think?
I agree with you 100%. I mean, when you ask to see certain things like I want to see the Patriots again, I mean, that's quite the deal because they might show up and show you something you don't want to see. I mean, they've done this time and time again. It's like this one time, man. I was at lunch here at work.
Here we go.
And I said, you know the guy, David Ziplo.
Sure.
Said, hey, Zip.
Not Diplo, Ziplo.
Ziplo. I said,
staffer.
I said, hey, Zips. Why they call you Zips? And let's just say, I didn't want to see what he showed me. So you got to be careful what you ask for.
Nate, this is your finest segment you've ever done on the show. I read that Nate was just fired by CBS. So congrats, Boomer. You can talk more now. Vic Fangio, head coach of the Denver Broncos. You've probably heard of him. He told reporters yesterday, he's an idea guy. You know the idea guy who carries around a tape recorder, is always waiting for that big idea?
Yeah, he's talking like real here.
He's been around forever. Yeah, exactly. He's got this idea for a new playoff system. Head coach of the Broncos, here it is. No divisions. You guys hear me? Pretend like you're hearing me. Just two 16-team conferences, all right? Vic Fangio says everybody plays each other once, and then the top 6 teams get in on both sides. Basically, the idea that we may see a playoff team this year that is 7-9 hosting a home playoff game. People are tired of it. What do you think of the super conferences idea from Coach Fangio?
I don't like that. I don't like proposing something like that because then you play just within your division. Sometimes playing without or outside of your division helps you kind of understand who you are. There's a certain type of level of play that each division has, and then when you step outside that, you can really get a test for who you are. You know, I proposed something here at work once, and
what are you about to say?
So, you know, we have the cubicle set up. Where are you going?
I'm just getting ready to, that means address.
I proposed that we bring the cubicles down.
No.
And then one day I was at work and I looked up and creepy Chris Schwartz was staring at me.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
I'm like, Chris, what are you doing? He was like, Nate, I love the fact you brought the cubicles down. You know what? Sometimes you need that type of separation.
Sure.
And that's why I feel like the separation is good in the divisions the way they are.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Nate has highlighted every single Good Morning Football staffer and completely assassinated their character in the same segment. Here's where I come out. The idea guy always is secretly trying to benefit himself.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking Fangio's like, I want to set up shop here for a long time in Denver. Bro, I don't want to play Mahomes twice a year. Just one time. I don't want to ride this thing out. And I'll tell you something else. I know this is maybe a little hot takey, but
okay, what do you got?
I like the playoff teams who have the bad records. Like, I think it's interesting to watch. Let me tell you what I mean. All right, the Seattle Seahawks. 7-9. All right, they're in the playoffs. That was the Marshawn game against the Saints. If they didn't, we would never have gotten the Beast Click. We'd never gotten all that. The Giants, all that. So, like, I'm the guy who likes ties. I'm kind of weird like that. I like when games end in a tie, and I think it's funny when a team is in at 7-9 because, by the way, let's say the Cowboys get in 7-9. Let's say Philly gets in, and if they beat somebody who's 12-4, it is hilarious comedy of errors, and I'm here for it.
I agree with you 100%. I think we need that. The bad team, because there's always a chance. They're like the closest thing we have in the NFL to a Cinderella team.
That's what I'm saying, right? You can root for it. The slipper fits.
Yeah.
Before Nate addresses or undresses any more of our coworkers here, I think we can end the segment.
Right.
This is the break room.
He just ate a whole plate of cucumbers.
And what happened to the zucchini? Oh my gosh, we got to feed these people.